What is going on, all you amazing folks out there? We are at the beginning of another week. It is the end of August. Time has flown. Wow. Where's the time gone? Where's this year gone? I told you it would get kind of hot and heavy, you know, surpassing into June, going into July, and it was just going to pick up. And boy, is it picking up. We have a lot going on, and we have to start making our rounds to the end of the year. So hopefully, you guys are staying on track, hitting those goals, hitting those milestones. I've seen some amazing things coming out of you guys. There's been some big career changes. There's been some really big developments in your businesses and the organizations you're supporting. So keep up that amazing work. It is phenomenal to see. I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow is the big day. We are doing our leadership effective communication and cultural development webinar. Tomorrow, myself and JJ Hardy will be presenting that. So I'm looking forward to see you there. Tomorrow morning is going to be your last chance to grab those tickets. We are almost out. So definitely don't delay. If you have not signed up already, hop on. It's going to be a great webinar, a great event. So don't want to miss it for sure. Anyway, I do want to say one thing. You guys have been very amazing. We had a very big post talking about that beer bottle opener coin from the Army Substance Abuse Program, right? And there has been some amazing feedback, and I've loved to hear the different perspectives on it because, you know, this is something we really need to talk about, especially because there's a cultural norm of alcohol and drinking in the military. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm also not definitely not saying it's a good thing, but we really look at these triggers and why we do that. And then some people have made some really good comments, about hey, the difference between addiction and a coping mechanism, and you know, maybe we're sending the wrong message, maybe we're sending the right message, maybe this is something that when a person who's drinking or drinking heavily reaches for that beer bottle opener, they'll see that ASAP program on there and they'll kind of think twice. So definitely some great conversation around this that I think we need to keep going with. So definitely looking into maybe doing a very live event where we do discuss this and other things, not just around the coin and the beer bottle opener, but some really key messaging that we're putting out there, or organizations are putting out there that may be contradictory to what we're doing. If you have been following that thread, I've taken a pretty strong stance that I don't believe this was the right method and that it's an enabler. But there have been some pretty solid arguments around that this could be a good thing. So definitely something that is worth continuing to discuss. So love the feedback, love the comments. I do want to keep it going. And maybe we could find some real professionals, those substance abuse professionals who deal with this day in and day out, and kind of get their perspective and what they see and how they see the program going and the messaging it sends. It would definitely be well worth that time to really explore that. Um, but my big thing right now is about messaging, especially not as related to that, but today's post on the Wall Street Journal talking about how people are tired of subscriptions, but in their very own article they say, hey, you need to subscribe to us. And you know this freemium kind of subscription based model that businesses really thrive on, a lot of it, what they don't tell you is that they kind of hope you forget about it. And then month after month, you're not using their service, but you're still paying for it, right? How many times has that happened to us? You think your streaming services, maybe you stopped using them a while back, but you didn't cancel them and they're going, or your Spotify or your uh, Amazon, the various Amazon accounts of their streaming services, your Sirius XM, right? It doesn't matter what it is, but you kind of sometimes forget about those things. You forget to cancel them and you just stop using them. And what really hits is the very inexpensive ones. You kind of just don't even think about it. Oh, a $7 charge hit. You don't even think about it. You may not even have noticed that 7, 8, 9, $10 charge month after month, or however often it cycle bills, but that adds up. That adds up quick. So anyway, just a few other things we wanted to talk about, but wanted to remind you about the course tomorrow. Some very exciting things. And don't forget, we have DCAC coming up in just a few weeks, Austin, Texas. For all you veterans and transitioning service members, I highly encourage you to try to get out there and attend. If you are a service member, you get into the event for free, guaranteed, right? So you transitioning service members, you have to do these folks, definitely get there. The ticket is free to you. It's a great opportunity for you to learn about the data center industry, the openings that they have, and guys, it is not a hard transition into that space. Don't believe me? You could tell by my background, I was a scout and I'm doing stuff for them. My first job out of the military was with a communications company, and we had a hand in building those data centers. One was for Microsoft, in fact, here in Virginia. So you can do it. The career paths are there. There's a lot of career opportunities for various roles across the data center industry. So please come check it out. It'll be well worth your time and just a great event, and see how amazing this industry actually is, especially with the rise of uh, AI and AR and all those things that need that high supply of data and bandwidth. So definitely worth coming. It'll be well worth it. You guys, it's exciting. It's a great industry. So come on down. All right, guys. Love hearing from you. Want to carry these discussions further because they are great. And hey, if you have a topic you really want to talk about, send it up. Let's get the discussion going because it can be beneficial for a whole lot of people. All right, guys. Keep up the great work. And as always, stay good.